What's going on, guys? My name is Zach of the Austere Wizard, and in today's episode of Call of Duty history, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most popular Call of Duty games of all time, Modern Warfare 2. So let's just jump right in, shall we? Modern Warfare 2 was developed by Infinity Ward, coming hot off the heels of Call of Duty 4. Both made by Infinity Ward, as you could tell. Modern Warfare 2 is the second game in the Modern Warfare series, and we'll see Modern Warfare 3 in the next couple weeks as we get there along through the series. But until then, you're gonna have to wait and subscribe so you don't miss it, so you get the notifications. But let's just talk about Modern Warfare 2. This game had the most potential, I think, to be the best Call of Duty game of all time. It had great weapons. It had pretty much great maps, except for a handful or so. It had perks that people seem to love, except for One Man's Army. Well, again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. There are just so many great features of this game, and people just loved it. It was one of the most hyped Call of Duty games to date. It didn't have M&M endorsements, or there's no Call of Duty XP or things like that, but it was just such a revolutionary game to the series. As you can tell, based on the previous games, it looks phenomenal, or at least it looked great for its day and age. The graphics were just crazy good at the time. It looked so realistic coming from World at War. And also, it was a whole new change to the Call of Duty series in general, as we are now in really, truly Modern Warfare. We had COD 4, but that still was a little dated when it came out. It wasn't really what we think of now as Modern Warfare. Now we're in Afghanistan for a lot of these maps. We're using modern weapons, things that we wouldn't use in COD 4 and things like that. Just everything has really just changed and revolutionized as a whole. But that's just about the game itself. We haven't even talked about features and things. Some of the most hated and almost most loved things of the Call of Duty series in general as well, but mainly Modern Warfare 2 specifically, was snipers. Modern Warfare 2 was snipers heaven. Oh my goodness, fellas. If you haven't played this game yet and you're a sniper, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where I was going with that. But snipers run rampant in this game. I guess it was just the ADS speeds combined with the hip fire accuracy, and just it was the perfect combination for a disaster. Anyone could really quickscope. With a little practice, you could be just as good as your buddies over there who have been playing for days or months even. Pretty much anyone could pick it up. It's so easy. Just do a little tap tap with the buttons, bing bada boom, you're off quickscope and go make a montage. Which is really where we see montages explode in the YouTube community, is with Modern Warfare 2, because there were just so many crazy things. Trick shotting became a really big craze, and really just montage making in general really blew up in the YouTube community. People like Optic Predator had just phenomenal YouTube montages of Modern Warfare 2, along with other games, as we see recording devices coming out to allow capture cards, I should say, to record things off your Xbox and onto your computer and then edit it however you'd like. But probably the biggest Modern Warfare 2 montage of all time was Optic Predator. I forget what it was called, but it was just crazy. It took them so long to make. It had millions of views. It was the most popular montage to date, even, or maybe it is to date, but I meant to say of its time. But some of the problems besides snipers that cursed Modern Warfare 2 was the lack of patches and solutions in general. There were so many things that could have been fixed and preserved Modern Warfare 2 for more years to come, but Infinity Ward, they just didn't take the time to support the community and reciprocate the love back to the fans that have been putting in hours and weeks into this game. Things like One Man Army, which was a perk. I think they stopped using it after Modern Warfare 2. You could switch your class at any moment. So you run out of noob tubes, switch to your same class, boom, you got a whole new set of noob tubes. You need some new claymores, bing bada boom, there are some more for you. just the unlimited factor of things like that, it just ruined the game. Because it was just so unfair and annoying to have noob tubes going off every couple seconds. And even more so, the explosions on noob tubes were just so big, especially if you had danger close on. Flak jacket didn't do you too much good. So just noob tubes everywhere, snipers everywhere. You got snipers and noob tubes. There's so many things like that that just took a great game, a truly great game, and just threw it to hell. It just went downhill once people started exploiting all these features. But like I said, they could have all been solved if Infinity Ward paid attention to the community, which again, it wasn't as big as it is now. You don't have that developer, YouTuber interaction that we see with big YouTubers in the gaming community, teaming up with Treyarch and now Infinity Ward for the recent Call of Duty games. But some of the plus sides, some of the things I liked, personally, I really liked having shotgun secondaries. I know a lot of people hated it. It was kind of a love-hate relationship for most people, but I still want them to bring it back. I think that's a cool idea. The Executioner did not cut it as a shotgun secondary in Black Ops 2, but we'll talk about that in a few weeks. But yeah, as you could probably tell by what I'm saying, like me and most people, it was a love-hate relationship. Modern Warfare 2 had its super highs and it had its super lows, and it kind of ended on a terrible note. And with that, I'm guessing they'll just wrap it up. There's not too much else to say. It had its great moments, it had its shitty moments, but it was really just all on the developer's shoulders, and they kind of let us down as a whole community. But I think Infinity Ward specifically has learned their lesson from that. They fired a bunch of people left, and now it's more Infinity Ward is just the name they put on it. But we can talk about that and the community developer interaction and process in future videos as it becomes more relevant. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video, and of course, as always, don't forget to leave a comment on this video, whether it be about the gameplay, your favorite part of Modern Warfare 2, your least favorite part of the game, whatever it is. Tell us something in the comments down below. We'd love to get your feedback, and of course, leave a like rating on this video. It really means a lot to us, so we know you're enjoying the content. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to Savage X Studios. That's it for this video, and until next time, Wizard out.